Leave it to the Hollywood cult to use an autistic TV character to push the narrative of having a better understanding of the plight of the transgender community. Oh, and the oh-so-tolerant parents that give their young children puberty-blocking drugs should be reported to DCFS. Hey everybody, I'm Nick Kangadis for MRC-TV, and this is Pause for a Moment. In this past Monday's episode of the ABC series The Good Doctor, in which the main character of the show is Dr. Shaun Murphy, a young doctor with autism, a case came up in which a supposed girl named Quinn visited the emergency room complaining of internal pain. But when the patient was examined, Dr. Murphy found that the girl had all the parts of a boy. Murphy was confused, saying at one point,
"Quinn has XY chromosomes like Jared and me, not XX like you. Science says he's male."
You would think the debate about whether Quinn was medically a boy or a girl would end there. But the patient then asked,
"Other than biologically, how do you know you're supposed to be a boy?"
I was shocked to hear Dr. Murphy's next series of lines, because Hollywood cult writers aren't necessarily known for using common sense and facts.
Your question doesn't make sense. I'm not supposed to be anything. I am a boy. Biologically, that's it.
Normally, when a doctor medically and scientifically puts a person in their place, it would be the end of the discussion. You go to a doctor for facts about your body and health. You don't go to a doctor for what-ifs. However, being Hollywood, you know that the conversation didn't end there. The common sense arguments by the good doctor that you should have learned by the time you're in middle school science classes were thrown by the wayside in place of feelings. You see, the Hollywood cult narrative of feelings don't care about your facts is quite the opposite of what we all know to be true, which is facts don't care about your feelings. Turns out the pain that prompted Quinn's ER visit resulted from the unfortunate diagnosis of testicular cancer resulting from her parents' allowance of the use of puberty blockers.
Puberty blockers?
Pause for a moment, because if you give your child puberty blockers at a young age, you should be reported to Child Protective Services. And I'm not kidding. The actress in this episode who played the role of Quinn is actually a trans actor who used puberty blockers in real life. This is just another example of how tolerant the Hollywood cult likes to portray themselves, you know, openly condoning child abuse. Kids change their minds all the time, sometimes on a daily basis. Giving your kids puberty blockers severely damages the development of reproductive organs. Once you go that route, you don't always come back should the child change their mind. If you're an adult and want to be trans, go for it, that's on you. But to give your child drugs that prevents natural biology from developing is borderline criminal. Now before I go on, what's your take on the use of puberty blockers on children pre-development? Let me know, this is certainly a touchy subject. Of course, in the end, Quinn's parents came to a small percentage of their senses and agreed with another doctor in the hospital to only remove one testicle instead of both and not bending to the child's wishes of undergoing gender confirmation surgery. The doctor didn't want to remove a healthy organ from a child, and thank God for that. Whatever surgery the fictional Quinn has in the future will not change her DNA. Quinn will always be male, no matter how many procedures she has. You can identify as whatever you want. Hell, I can identify as a broom, but you don't see me forcing anyone else to go along with that decision or pushing a narrative that is contrary to my natural biology. If you like this video, don't forget to like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter. For MRC-TV, I'm Nick Kangadis. Don't let your TV guide you.